as animal hair grooming, matted hair. So it does an excellent job. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we just performed our pre-vacuum downstairs. This was all black. It's probably going to be permanent. Some of it, I mean, we were definitely going to make it look a lot better, but we did pull a bunch of dirt out of there. I'm just crazy enough to believe that going over and doing a real thorough vacuum and pulling out 90% of the debris is much more beneficial than turning it to mud with hot water extraction. So call me crazy, but that's how I feel about it. Things. And those that are going to debate to say, oh, the CRC says, CRC says that vacuum only pulls out 78%. Well, newsflash, 78% is an average for an average person doing average work with a vacuum cleaner. The professional high-powered vacuum cleaner, being extremely thorough, is going to do a much better job than just 78%. So you can take those numbers and chew them up a little bit, because Howells carpet cleaning is way beyond average. Sorry, sir, but you're wrong. Alright, we've just fired up our truck. We ran our solution line in, and this is called a hydroforce. So the cleaning solution is in here, and we take this, it mixes with warm water. It was already mixed using boiling hot water, so it's pressurized from the truck. We spray out the carpet with this cleaning solution, and then we move on to our agitation stage. So what we're going to do is we're going to pre-spray everything. This is a peroxide-based cleaning solution, so anything organic as well as petroleum, it does a really good job taking all that stuff up out of the carpet. Especially, it's just going to chew away and annihilate any pet matter that's in the carpeting as well. And I don't really see staining. What I mean by staining is big yellow urine, orange vomit, and that sort of stuff in the carpeting. If that's the case, then we do have a product geared specifically for pulling those kind of stains and things out of the carpets. But for now, we're going to use the peroxide, and we're going to make sure that that area gets an extra dose, and then it's all going to be agitated in phase 3. So as of now, we're going to commence with phase 2 and get it done. Okay, we're beginning phase 3, and what phase 3 is mechanical agitation on the carpets. They have been treated with a cleaning solution. And what this mechanical agitation is, got a couple rotating brushes down there that's grooming the solutions into the carpet, accelerating the soil suspension so that all the dirt and grime and grease and residues break off from the carpeting. And then it also picks up foreign objects like hair and that kind of thing out of the carpeting as well. Alright, the soil suspension with our mechanical agitation downstairs has been completed, while it is dwelling in the carpet and continues to emulsify and break apart those sticky residues and whatnot that might be in the carpeting there. We're going to go ahead, we're moving upstairs, beginning phase 1 up here, which is the pre-vacuum. So we're going to pre-vacuum this. We're going to stage our equipment up here that we can get up here, and then we shall complete phase 4 downstairs with truck mounted steam cleaning. Alright, truck's fired up. Now we're commencing our steam cleaning process. We are cleaning the downstairs, and we're going to have to hook on another segment of hose. But this hose here is our indoor hose, meaning this runs into the house, and usually if there's enough room, it stops, there's enough length, it stops right here, and we hook our outdoor hose up to it. This is cleaned, we just cleaned it off. We also cleaned off the other section of hose as well before we got here with our maintenance clean that we do. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to do our steam cleaning down here so we can put a forced air fan to dry while we are working upstairs. So that's the plan. We're gonna let that suck down hard on the floor right there for a couple minutes just to help heat up the water. Because this is the only job we're doing today, so not having any previous jobs, the machine is cold. Not cold, we did use it for a hydro force, basically set it on idle to do that, just so it's not blowing full boards, burning gasoline, but anyways. So that's the deal. And once we're done here with our fourth phase, we will put the fan on, and then we'll head upstairs and we'll commence with phase 2, 3, and 4 upstairs as well. We use our little Simplicity hand vac to go ahead and vacuum the stairways up. Now that Simplicity is very problematic because it continually overheats, so I would never recommend a Simplicity hand vac to anyone. They're uprights, they're pretty good as far as creating airflow and getting debris and all that stuff out. But what we're going to do now, this is phase 2, we're going to go ahead and pre-spray the entire upstairs, and then we will move on to phase 3, which is agitation. And again, phase 3 is mechanical agitation with the CRV machine. CRV stands for counter-rotating brush, and that's what this is, counter-rotating brushes, because I showed you the 2 rotating brushes under there. Uplifting pile. Oh, I also want to point out in here, this is all flat here. The carpet padding, whether it's completely dead or it feels soft right here, so I think just years and years of walking through here, possibly with wet feet and everything, it just matted it and smashed it all down. However, this was all flat. As you can see, the piling's kind of come back to life since we vacuumed, and we are going to further agitate with this brush machine here to try to uplift the pile a little bit more. I don't know if there's any life left in these carpets, but it would be kind of cool to get some resiliency bounce back here. Maybe we'll give it our best shot and see what happens. Alright, I'm just going to stand here. I don't really want to walk around because I just steam this all out. It's all nice, clean looking. No footprints. And the same as within the bedroom there. You can see that we fluffed up that flat carpeting there. I believe that these olefin carpets are about 8 years old, and so they were here prior to the current tenant that lives here now, or owner, whatever. I don't know if it's a tenant or owner, but anyways, these are used carpets, and olefin has a much, or I'm sorry, polyester has a much lower lifespan, lesser of a lifespan than the nylon carpeting, so all we can do is make them look the best that we possibly can and go on from there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run our lines back down the stairs, pre-spray the stairs, we agitate with a hand brush, and then we use an upholstery tool to extract the stairs. Okay, we pre-spray the stairways, and these receive manual agitation as opposed to mechanical agitation with our brush. We're just going to take these and we're going to brush the stairs, help break down dirt and residue and things on the stairways. That's phase 3. Phase 4, hook up the truck, use our upholstery tool, and extract the stairs out. Okay, we just agitated tons and tons of hair that we were able to pull out of the carpet with just a brush. So that is one deal why we use a very stiff, coarse brush, is to brush hair out while we're going down the stairs. Now we're going to steam with the use of hot water and suction from an upholstery tool.
I don't know how I ever choked that down, and it wasn't often. I bought it for the bottom.